7:48 on TSN 690. It's Weekend Game Plan with Matthew Ross. We're here till 9 o'clock. It's game day, Montreal. Habs Boston pregame show on TSN 690 at 5 p.m. We're talking some amateur sports here in a minute. Just want to say hello to our friends at Royal Ceramic, 8845 Rue Pascal Gagnon in St. Leonard, a 2-floor showroom. If you're a consumer or a contractor, it doesn't really matter. They are the place to go if you're looking for tiles, you're looking for countertops, you're looking for Quebec-made cabinets, you want some advice from a designer. Now, you have a moderate budget, a modest budget, kind of like me, or you have a high-end budget. It doesn't really matter. They have what you need. It's a sort of a breathtaking atmosphere when you walk in there. The decadence and the quality of the products is just amazing. Even the plumbing accessories and some of the other items that you may want to use when you're remodeling or renovating. RoyalCeramic.com is the website, 514-324-0002. If you have somewhere to go today, or you don't have somewhere to go, I should say, check them out in St. Leonard, 8845 Rue Pascal Gagnon. They even have some snacks usually on Saturdays. They'll bring in some pizza or something like that. And they're major hockey fans. So ask them about some of the famous guys that they've served as clients. All right, let's talk some amateur sports here on the program with Mark Lidbetter. He's the sports editor of The Suburban, thesuburban.com, Lidlines on Twitter if you want to follow him there. And Mark, how you doing?
Hey, we're doing good, Matthew, considering the rain's falling like this all weekend.
Amazing amount of rain. It's good radio listening weather, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, Mark, let's start with the recurring storyline the last few weeks. For those that haven't heard anything about it, the U16 girls soccer team went to a tournament in Lethbridge, Alberta. There were some complications. You take it from there.
Yeah, the ongoing saga of the Lakeshore U16 girls. They got snowed out in Lethbridge, Alberta from defending their Canadian championship. The powers that be said they'll take a look at their first meeting in November. But lo and behold, maybe somebody read my article about it's Ontario and Quebec. Let's get this done. Because next Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on the 29th of October, the Woodbridge Strikers and the Lakeshore girls are going to go to the pitch in the Thousand Island Sportsplex in Kingston, Ontario.
Okay.
Now, if you look at it, maybe somebody did read the article because that's pretty well smack dab in the middle of the two opponents. About 284 kilometers to Kingston for Woodbridge and 266 for Lakeshore from Kirkland. So when sometimes you're right, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Now, they are defending champs, you're saying, right?
Yes, and in amateur sports, especially at this level, to repeat is such an unusual thing because you're dealing with an age category. Mm-hmm. You're going to lose players every year. You know that. So to be able to come up with a team that can excel to this level is something special. And we'll have that update about how they make out.
All right, now, Mark, you speak to – what's the coach's name? Do you remember? Come on, Mark.
Come on.
You've just been discredited. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
You cover about 175 million teams, so I get that.
But that's right.
Speak to the coach later on in the month, and if he wants to come in studio with a couple of the girls from the two championships, that would be kind of cool. We could do a fun segment about that.
I think so. Yeah, because they do have a couple of girls that are actually on the Soccer Canada radar, for national team players.
Wow.
At the U17 level, and moving up the ranks. So they've got some really quality talent there.
All right, so tell them that's the incentive. They get to come in studio. They have to win now. There's no choice.
There you go.
All right.
Excellent.
Elsewhere, let's move over to hockey. What is the SLAP hockey program?
This program is called SLAP Hockey, which is basically taken from Sun Youth, the Lacadie Rockets, and the Park Extension Youth Organization, who, along with Vinny Matteo and the Quebec Avalanche Hockey Club in 2005, started a program for underprivileged kids so that they could benefit and get a taste of hockey without having to pay for it.
Okay.
It's an introduction to hockey for kids from the ages of 5 to 11, and they run this program there. Now, last spring, Slap Hockey brought their players and played some exhibition games on a Saturday afternoon at the Pierrefonds Sportsplex against Pierrefonds minor hockey teams. And Pierrefonds minor hockey will now at 10:15 this morning have the inaugural session for a slap hockey program for players that register to it from Pierrefonds, Roxborough, and Ama Bay. So this year there'll be
Expanding.
a modest start of up to 24 kids who are underprivileged. The families may not have the resources to allow them to play hockey. They will get an introduction to hockey. They will be provided with used equipment. They've already run earlier in the month, they ran an equipment drive to get in there. They will benefit from coaching by certified coaches, and they will take to the ice like all the other kids that get to do.
Wow, that's a really, really cool program. Wow, congratulations to those that have started the program and are running it, and good luck to the kids in it. Elsewhere, another acronym. What is ECAC?
That's the Eastern Collegiate Athletic Conference, and it's part of NCAA sports down in the States. And this is university hockey. I don't want to step on Mo's toes, but we're talking about a local lad who is from St. Lambert, Devin Brousseau, who is a freshman for the Clarkson University Golden Knights. And just last week, he was selected as the ECAC Hockey Rookie of the Week because he had 4 assists in 2 games. He had 2 against Merrimack in a 4-0 win, and he had a pair in a loss to the University of New Hampshire where they lost 5-3. But he's leading the Golden Knights in points through the first 2 weekends of the season, and he's also the first Clarkson freshman to receive the league's Rookie of the Year honor since February 9th, 2015. But this is a lot of things people don't realize. There's a lot of talented athletes that get to benefit by going to university in the States and get their scholarships after learning quality skills here back at home.
Chatting with Mark Lidbetter from the Suburban, talking some amateur sports here. Mo is Mo Khan that Mark referenced there. Mo will be with us in 24 hours from now for an amateur sports, a college or university sports roundup. Just finishing off with Mark here, talking some amateur sports from around the Montreal region. Let's do a little baseball. Finish off with some baseball here, Mark.
Well, here's a little bit of a Cinderella team that we're not expected to, advance through the regional. They're the Lakeshore Pee A Grey Braves. And just the other night at the Gala Meritus for Lac St. Louis Baseball, this team was selected as Team of the Year for the Lac St. Louis region. Now, they earned this by winning the Lac St. Louis regional title. And then didn't they go on and win the silver medal? They lost in the final at the provincial championships. But to do this, now here's the thing. To make it to the semifinal in the regionals, they had to play a game and not allow a run. So that happened.
Wow.
The Ethan Stangl threw a complete game shutout for them. Then in the finals, they beat a Lachine-based squad that was coached by a gentleman by the name of Denis Boucher.
Yep, of course. Former Expo, former Blue Jay. Yeah, absolutely. Scout for the Yankees now, by the way.
That's right. And then they moved on to the provincials in St. Jerome, where timely hitting, aggressive base running, and good pitching saw them make it to the championship game, but they lost a heartbreaker, a 1-run, 8-7 loss to Gatineau. But it's not over for these young guys because by winning the Team of the Year for Lac St. Louis, they're now in that category to be the Team of the Year for all of Baseball Quebec, which will be announced at the gala they hold later this year when they have their annual general meeting weekend.
Wow.
So just a really great story for these kids. They just plugged away, and, teamwork did it for them.
And the incentive to be on this segment, I'm sure. Mark Lidbetter, the Suburban Sports editor. If you want to have more information on anything Mark mentioned, or you have a tidbit for Mark for next Saturday at 7:50 right here on this show, or, of course, in the Suburban newspaper, you can email him sports@thesuburban.com. Mark, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Stay dry. Have a great weekend.
Same to you.